in that moment, can I ask you guys a serious question?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we don't need to get into it. But I am just like curious.
Worried now?
No, don't be worried. I am just curious, and maybe this will be helpful for our listeners. But like, all in all, right now, how are you guys? Are you guys like okay?
Yeah, I actually feel really good these days.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah.
And by these days, I mean like the last like 5 days, I've been feeling really good
good.
because I started exercising again.
Yeah. That helps
Yeah.
mentally
And
Yeah.
physically.
and physically.
I'm actually I'm doing better. I'm journaling so
Yeah, you're
much.
journaling
You're journaling a lot.
Like crazy. I looked at like the last I sat down today and journaled for like over an hour, and the amount of pages, and I was like, whoa. And I feel so much better once I do it.
Yeah.
But I do now that I'm in the habit of it, I feel a lot better.
Quick cue.
Yep.
If you get hit by a bus, can we publish your journals?
Oh, there's some bad stuff in
That's
there.
why I stopped journaling, is because I was like, if somebody found my journal, or like if one day my journals are published or something, people are gonna be like, this girl hated her life.
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
thing is, you usually just journal when you're sad.
Yeah.
Or like that's when you put them. You're not like everything's great.
Yeah.
You're like everything sucks.
Yeah.
That I also sometimes I get very conscious of what I'm writing, and I'm like, if anyone's reading this, I'm like, who the
Yeah.
fuck is gonna read it?
Yeah.
But no, I'm doing better.
Good.
I'm doing better. Yeah. How are you?
Oh, bad. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know if you guys relate to this, but I do feel like it's like such a weird thing because I'm really not doing well right now at all. But it's like, if it's like sometimes I am and I feel fine. Like right now I feel fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if one of you said something mean to me, whereas normally I would be able to deal with that, right now that would make me crumble.
So are you just warning us?
Yeah.
right
Is
now?
that a?
No.
This is just something like, don't be mean.
Yeah.
No,
Or I will
I don't mean
crumble.
you
And we're both wearing like black, and we're just
Yeah.
like,
I don't mean you specifically. I just mean like I'm like fine, but at a moment's notice I would not be fine.
Yeah.
That vibe, you know?
I see what you mean. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're on the edge.
I'm on the edge.
You're like a
I'm
cup
on the edge.
of glory.
Yeah.
I feel like this disease I have is rubbing off on you.
It is.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It is.
I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It
yeah.
feels
Fun.
good.
Yeah, it's really fun because you started singing in your set too.
I did a little. Yeah.
What's your song?
The Ghostbuster one.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
The first time I
don't
tried it, I hadn't practiced it like on my own, and then when I sang it, it was so bad.
It's such a vulnerable thing
Yeah.
to do, to just start singing.
In the comedy
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so vulnerable.
Yeah.
And sometimes it comes out terribly.
And sometimes the audience doesn't laugh, and you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
this
it's
is
like cool.
It's so embarrassing.
so embarrassing.
Like, so embarrassing.
Like, makes me want to crawl into a cave.
Yeah.
forever.
But when they do laugh,
It's a big
it's
payoff.
worth
Big
it.
payoff.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I just sang.
Yeah. I love singing, even though I suck at it. But I just like.
You don't suck at it.
Thank you. But I feel like I don't know what I'm doing,
Yeah.
but I just always am wanting to be singing.
It's
yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it is
Do you
fun.
sing in the shower?
No, I actually
No.
don't. Weird. I talk in the shower.
To yourself?
Yep.
About
What
what?
are you saying?
Very
How
thing.
hot she is!
And I'm like,
Yeah.
Whoa, look at
Yeah,
this
look at
body! That's what I would do if I had your body.
Like, you talk out loud, like you're having conversations
Yes.
with like, what's the content?
Thank you for asking. I
Did you practice this in the shower?
this is embarrassing. This is actually very embarrassing. I've never told anyone this before. But yeah, I like will inadvertently, I don't do this on purpose, it just ends up happening. I will practice conversations with people.
Yeah. I do that.
I do that all
Oh, okay,
the
good,
time.
good, good.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
Oh,
does
Jordan's nodding.
Yeah,
Oh,
you do that
sweet.
too?
Everyone
Oh,
does
yeah.
that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is why talking is important.
Yeah.
And not just to yourself.
and not just in the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll like if I'm like gonna go meet up with someone and I'm like nervous,
Yeah.
even remotely, I'll have a like conversation first with myself.
Same.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes I practice crowd work,
Crowd
I
work?
Also, I also
Yeah.
do that.
I don't
and
think I
it
practice
works for
crowd work.
me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Sometimes I'll be like, someone could say this thing and I'll say it back.
Yeah.
It's more like a vibe that I'm practicing.
You practice your vibe.
Yeah. Like
How do
I'm
you
like,
practice your vibe?
Like, I'm like, am I going to be like sassy, or am I
No.
going to be like, oh my God, like I don't care about anything? Or am I going to be like,
Is that not the same?
Well, no, because I could be like, screw you, or
Yeah.
I could be like, nothing matters, or I could be.
What's the difference?
That's the same.
One is mean,
Yeah.
and one is nihilistic.
Okay.
Okay.
We're both just nodding because we don't really know what nihilism means.
I can't remember.
We're both like, yeah.
Yeah. You're right, actually.
That
I
makes a lot of
agree.
sense.
Yeah, this is a words podcast.
And then like sometimes I'm like, or am I gonna be like really like, girly?
Yeah.
Am I gonna be like, oh my god, like so cute, you know?
Yeah.
I practice my vibe.
And what do you find yourself mostly going with?
Recently?
Yeah.
Recent.
You said that so like what's the word? No, I thought you were gonna know too.
You guys just don't know words today.
I just keep having mini strokes. I'm like, I have a degree in English, but I have no words in my brain.
Well, I'm just really excited because I feel like this is a energy that I like doing on stage, and we don't have to keep talking about this because I feel like comics talking about comedy can be boring.
Yeah, you hate that.
I just think other people are like, ugh, screw
But
you
then
guys.
that one man commented and was like, please talk more about comedy.
Oh, that's true.
So-
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
Anyway,
I've
what's your
recently
vibe?
been leaning into being like more myself, where I'm like I have this new joke about how I'm like being unemployed and being a girl is like kind of cute, like that sort
Yeah.
of energy.
Yes.
Yeah, I just feel like that's just, I feel like it's more me to be like, I don't know, saying things in a more like girly but maybe shy, but also like I don't know how to describe it. It just feels more in line with myself.
That's awesome.
I like
Yeah.
I feel like that's the goal.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, so
Yeah, I always try and like have more of myself on stage. Cause
Yeah.
when you're like, sometimes it gets lost.
yeah. I feel like I've mostly been really aloof on stage. Like I'll be like, oh, you know, like
Yeah.
whatever and da 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 da. But like I just
You want to lean more into the cute.
yeah, and like just my own personality.
I've been trying to be more Amy on stage. I've
What?
been doing an Irish accent.
Oh,
It's been
yeah.
working for me.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
they love it.
This fucking thing.
How did we get here?
I don't know. How did we get anywhere?
We walked.
Oh, I didn't. Guys, when I was on the bus coming here, someone threatened to break my nose.
Oh yeah.
respond.
What happened?
Don't you want a nose job though?
I do want a nose job, but I don't want
What?
someone. I don't want someone to knock me out.
What did she look
It
like?
was just a little joke.
That
she
was just a little joke.
She was like small and like
You could take her.
I could have taken her.
Yeah.
I was like, but she also like was clearly like not. I don't know. She smelled like urine.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I don't want that because okay, basically this guy had his backpack on the seat, which I hate when people do that. So I was like, oh sorry, could you move your backpack?
You said that.
Yeah. I do that all the time because I'm sorry.
That's so impressive. I wish I did that.
Do I need to stand so your backpack can be on the chair?
No, I agree with you.
I
Just never
sometimes have
the
my backpack
confidence.
there, but I take it down when
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
that there's,
Someone,
people.
yeah,
like-
And also, if this is a situation where there's plenty of other seats on the bus, like for sure, put your backpack there. That doesn't matter. But when it's like everyone's standing and your backpack is just on there,
No,
like
Yeah.
who do you think you
Yeah.
are, the Queen of England?
Yeah.
She's
dead.
dead.
She's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Thank God.
I said that like I was just finding out.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
this-
yeah.
Wait,
dead.
what?
She's dead, and that's something we all knew. And the woman was like, "This fucking bitch," and I was
You?
like, "Yeah," and I was like,
She
"What?"
knows her well.
And then her like boyfriend or whoever was like, I don't think she was talking to. And she's like, I don't care who she was talking to. I'm gonna punch her face in. I'm gonna
Fuck
break.
me.
I'm gonna break her nose, and I'm gonna steal her rings.
Steal her ring.
These are my rings. Very nice rings. And I was like, oh, she just wants my rings.
That's
That's
crazy.
absurd.
I know. And it was so miserable. And then right after I got off the bus, and that's just like a bad vibe, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
just it's bad vibe.
not
That
a
is
good
bad
vibe.
Yeah. And then I got off the bus and I was crossing the street, or like I waited and then I was crossing the street. And as I was crossing the street, this guy like starts zooming past me before I'm even done crossing
Yeah,
the
yeah,
street.
yeah.
I was like, people are trying to kill me today. This city wants me dead.
This godforsaken
This
city.
godforsaken
godforsaken
city.
city.
And I was like,
what
I
you
was
think of the SkyTrain.
I hate this hydrating. But I was having such a good morning, and then I'm like, the city, like, something is dying in this city.
Yeah. It is.
And I think it might be all cities and just, like, all cities, the venue.
I was just thinking that. Mhm.
I think it might be all cities and, like, just how the economy is and how
Yeah.
everyone's just struggling financially.
Yeah,
but I was like,
yeah.
I never want to be on the bus at noon ever again.
Totally. I mean, it really is like the government of Canada is like, let's give them something to talk about. And that thing
Is
the
eggs.
The cost of eggs.
The cost of eggs.
The cost of eggs. Shit. I'm just quoting Nikki's jokes.
Anyways.
That's my favorite thing to do. Quote jokes at people.
Yeah. I do have a question, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you guys could speak
I can.
better. I'm kidding.
I will
I
try.
cannot.
If you could speak any language in the
Ooh,
world,
Great question.
which language would you speak and why?
If you could speak any language in the world, which member of your family's bubble would you like? Great question. Love the question. Thank you for asking. Do you have an answer?
I'd like to hear yours first.
Okay. Oh, lordy. Do you have an answer?
No.
Amy has actually no opinions or thoughts today.
She's done now.
Women shouldn't have opinions or thoughts, though. That's why.
Good, that was good. You're back.
Yeah.
She's back, baby.
I'm back. I think.
It's happening again. I think the language
I think.
I have an answer.
Okay.
Go for it.
Do you have an answer?
Yeah, but you go
I would
first.
like you to
No,
go
no,
first.
you go first.
Oh, thank you. Kind of you. So, I think that my answer, and this is just based on my own desires, not what I think would be the most useful necessarily, is Italian. And it's because, this is so wanky, but Italy is just my favorite place to summer.
You wanker.
No, but to be fair to me, when I was living...
I love when you say that. To be fair to me,
And it's important that we're fair to me.
she will crack.
I will crumble at
any
any moment. I really will now. When I was living in the UK, it was like...
Where were you living in the UK?
Well, London. It was like... It was like £20 to fly there, so it's not like I have money. So we would go all the time, and it's just my favorite place in the whole world. So it would just be really fun to be able to speak fluently.
Okay.
I think that's why that's my answer.
I think I'd like to speak Mandarin so I could do business.
That's
I was
Well
gonna
thought
say,
out.
I was gonna say Mandarin too, but then I was like, no, don't think useful.
Yeah, mine's useful.
Yeah, and that's good because then you can make money.
But I need to know how to do the business.
I think
and
if
then
you
I
have the
could-
language,
do the
Do
business.
the business.
I think if you have the language, you could easily find a job here that would, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Make that
yeah.
useful.
Also, I would love to be like traveling back and over, being
Yeah.
doing business in China.
You are a business gal.
I am.
You're very
I
into
could
business.
be.
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
be.
I just need to read some books.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Okay.
How about you?
I would pick Spanish.
Okay.
Oh, sexy.
Because I think it's sexy, and that's the only reason why. No, I think it's sexy. I think there's a lot of countries that speak Spanish
Yeah.
that I would like to visit, and also I think you could do. There's like a lot of countries that also you could do like stand up in.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like in the
Yeah.
States, if you're a comic that can
Yeah.
speak English and Spanish, if you're Tom Segura,
Mm-hmm.
you're
Yeah.
good to go. You know.
And then you could go to Spain as well and
And then
gig
I
there.
Yeah. And also, there was something else. Oh yeah, I also feel like when you go travel around Europe, a lot of other European countries like speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They do, yeah.
yeah.
Madrid.
Excuse me.
What?
Madrid.
Oh, Madrid.
Yeah, they say Madrid.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, well,
I
don't
thought
go
it
to
was.
Madrid.
I've been to Madrid. My phone was stolen in Madrid.
Oh.
I hated it. I hated Madrid after that.
Oh.
awful.
Also,
I
my
loved
hostel
Madrid.
just had bad vibes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Not
I-
sassy or nihilistic.
Yeah, not sassy, not nihilistic.
Bad vibes.
Yeah.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Barcelona, Ibiza.
Yeah.
Ibiza. Can I tell you guys one thing? I've told you before, but I have not told you. So I was reading this book called The Crane Wife, which is this book of essays by this woman, basically just talking about being a woman.
Yuck.
And And she wrote this one essay about her two friends who were going to get married, and it was like her speech that she told at their wedding. And she said that this one thing that they had, she thinks is like a really important quality in all relationships, and I feel like we have it with each other. Where basically, like, if one partner, it's like, oh my god, this thing is happening, that the other person is immediately like, oh my god, what is it? Without knowing.
Matching energy?
They immediately, like, trust and, like, go with them.
Yeah, matching
I love
energy.
that.
Yes.
That's such a thing on TikTok now, is that people will be like if there's like someone one partner who's like really goofy and weird or something, and then the other partner's like, what the heck are you doing? Or like isn't meeting them. They're like, oh, they didn't match your energy. They're not a good fit.
Yeah, we do that very well. Yeah, there was like a couple of things I can't remember. We were just like excited and we didn't even know what it was. I remember you told me.
You just
that
go
story.
with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I think that's really sweet.
Yeah. I was gonna.
And that's the end of that.
I was gonna say something, but then never mind.
Don't look at me like that.
What was that?
I hope that was caught on film.
So do
Roll
I.
the tapes.
That was hilarious.
Mean.
For the listeners, Nikki gave Danielle an absolute stink eye.
I actually like didn't even mean
I'm
to.
gonna make myself cry.
Oh my god.
Don't
you do that.
I'm feeling nihilistic.
Stop.
So.
It's creeping me out. I can
Why
see
is
your
your
eye
eye
twitching.
twitching?
I'm trying to make myself cry.
I'll punch you.
See? They're wet. Oh,
Oh,
look.
they are. Oh, stop.
I
I
won't.
don't like it.
I promise I'll never look at you again.
Thank you. Oh, now I'm twitching because there's tears in my eyes. Does somebody have a question? Or
I have a pet
Shut
peeve.
up, quarter.
I have a new pet peeve.
please don't say something mean.
It's not anything about you.
Okay, good.
Don't flatter yourself.
Oh,
now you're crossed. You're just like weepy winking at me.
Is it coming out?
Fucking hell. Stop, you're creeping me.
You,
Creeping me out.
Oh, that's fair.
okay. I think you shouldn't be allowed to sprint on the sidewalk.
Okay.
What if you're in a hurry?
Yeah.
If you're in a hurry, sure, but if you're doing like cross country sprinting,
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh, no.
like you're wearing a full
Oh, no,
running.
no.
No.
I was walking the other day,
Uh-huh.
and this man is sprinting up and down the street.
Up and down?
Where,
up and
where,
down
where?
on the sidewalk outside of my apartment building.
No, that's dumb. That's
like,
dumb.
what are you? Go to the park.
Yeah,
and
right
there.
sprint.
Yeah.
It's literally right there. Even if it wasn't, go find a park.
Yeah.
And
Or a side street or something where like not that many people are. You're on like a fairly main street, I feel.
yeah, it just seems like okay, running, sure, but sprinting down the street. Are
Was he
you
wearing like his all run garb?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
What
on
the-
Well,
board.
like he was just wearing like a fitness shirt and shorts and runners.
Was he like tapped?
No, he seems normal. He seems normal.
Yeah, I'm fully on board with that.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys agree.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
That makes it less interesting, but I fully agree with you here.
It's so weird.
Sprinting as well.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, there's something about sprinting that I'm like, you're a child.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm all for it in the park or something. I was walking with someone, it was like male comics, and two of them started racing on the street. And I
Oh,
was like,
God.
On the street?
Oh my God, I hate
Yeah,
that.
on the
That's so
street.
cringy.
Yeah. I was like, and one of them is a good friend of mine. I won't name names, but
No, don't.
I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's really
Is it a good friend of ours?
Yeah.
Ours.
Hours?
Ow.
Hours? Ow!
Should we do a hard and soft
Oh,
fact?
I would love it.
Yeah.
Bow,
Oh.
bow, bow, bow. Hard and soft facts.
Yeah.
Wow, the intro music for these segments is just phenomenal.
Bow, bow,
Bow, bow, bow.
Okay, let's start off with the hard and then let's graduate to soft.
Okay.
What's your hard fact?
I'm going to pull it up so that I say it correctly because it is a hard fact. Okay. So, very interesting. There were...
Uh-huh.
No. It's really good. There were people alive
Yes.
that witnessed both the very first flight in 1903 and saw man land on the moon in 1969.
Okay. And
Yeah?
Whoa.
And they're still alive, you mean?
No, they're
No.
not currently alive, but they were at one point alive, and they saw both of those things happen. Like they were,
Oh, yeah, of course they're not still.
Yeah, this is 1903.
they were like cognizant of both of those things happening.
That's cool.
That's cool, right? Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Like there was someone who was sitting there.
Well, that's just like the advancement of technology, you know?
Okay, but
Like we were around when like dial-up was a thing, and now we're around when like AI is a thing.
yeah. Okay, yes. Try to go with me, okay?
Okay.
So there's someone sitting at home, and they're a kid, right?
Uh-huh.
And they find out that someone, the whole I can't speak, the whole of their life, they haven't even considered anything flying other than a bird, right? And then all of a sudden they find out that that someone's
Well,
flying.
wasn't Michelangelo like kind of like didn't he start?
He was
like,
planning.
Yeah.
But like a normal
Was it not
person.
Da Vinci?
Oh, Da Vinci. It was Da Vinci.
Good. I was
But-
testing you guys.
Thank you. First
like,
smart thing
a
I've said
nor-
in quite some time.
A normal person, kid, is just sitting at home. They find out like someone's flown. That's incredible. And then as they're an adult, then someone goes to the moon.
Yeah, that is very, very
I feel like
cool.
that's so cool.
My dad remembers watching the moon landing.
Why aren't you on board with this?
I just don't think it's that cool.
But what's
She
equivalent?
hates the advancement of technology.
But I think it's just like that specific thing is so cool.
It is cool.
Thank you.
I agree. Yeah.
I can see how, like, for someone then when your world is so small and there
Yeah.
hasn't been that much going on
Yeah.
in your life,
Yeah,
I could
exactly.
see it being cool then.
So they don't
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
phones, Nikki, and they don't have the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't
So
have
it's like
fun.
they're, and I don't mean that
But it's
their
like,
minds
but
were
they're
smaller,
two
but like,
similar things. It's like one person is in the sky and then one person is in space.
Oh, it's a pretty
Yeah.
big difference. You
Yeah,
know?
there's a difference. But they're like in the same like vein, you know. Both are taking flight.
yeah. Okay.
It's I see what you, yeah, because you're
I
like,
think it's so cool.
oh wow, they're in the sky now, and then you're like, whoa, they're in space.
Yeah, when I was born and a child, no, we couldn't even imagine that.
Yeah.
And now this, like, I'm being them. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm being them.
Anyway, what's your soft fact?
I think stuff like Helen Keller existing is cooler.
That's different. What?
She flew a plane.
All of these things can all be
What?
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, but also, yeah, all of these
Yeah.
things can be cool. I do think that the water thing is very cool.
Water thing.
Yeah, so Anne Sullivan would hold Helen Keller's hand under the water tap so that she could feel that it was water, and then she would sign W on her hand and then spell it out
Oh.
so that she would know, okay, this is
water.
this.
Oh,
Love that.
is
Very
Isn't
cool.
that
very
cool?
cool.
Okay,
That's
good.
very cool.
That's
Now
a
she's
hard
impressed.
fact for you.
That's very cool. I love Helen Keller.
I love Helen Keller.
People in okay. Should we
I
fight
feel
it
like
out?
you guys are gonna fight
I want to
about
fight.
these facts.
Honestly, I want to fight about Helen Keller.
Well, the thing is, like, everyone in my high school used to make fun of Helen Keller, and I would get really upset because I
I
used to
remember
love
saying
Helen
this.
Keller.
But
Yeah.
and I don't mean this in like a in an aggressive way, even though it's gonna sound that way. But just so you know, I don't mean it that way. Do you love Helen Keller if you didn't know about the water thing? Because that's like the one fact about Helen Keller.
That's not the one
So,
fact.
you
about
know
Helen
what? That
Keller.
gives very much vibes of, oh, you like that band? Name 5 of their songs.
Yeah, that was that
That's
energy.
funny. No, but like, cause that's like the like Helen Keller learned because of water. Annie Sullivan. It's like the whole
I think
thing.
this is like one fact about
Yeah. Did you know that she flew a plane?
Did
her.
Did you know that?
she?
Yeah. Look
By
it up.
herself. She was in a plane alone.
She had some
Is
assistance.
that how she
Kind
died?
of like how she learned how to spell water, where she had some assistance, but
yeah,
it's still
but you
impressive.
just said she flew a plane.
She did?
Okay, I'll have to look it up later.
You don't believe me?
No, I believe you. It's just that
I
I
think
don't
Google
know.
it now.
Do you want me to?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
will.
want
She flew
it.
a plane.
Okay.
Is that your? Oh no, that's
That's
your
not-
fact.
Do you
No,
want to
no,
do
no.
soft facts while I'm doing this, or do we want just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
silence?
No, I want you to look it up. I want
Okay,
us to
we're
wait.
gonna-
Does anybody want to do?
I'll sing a song.
Helen. Oh yeah, and then when
Okay.
when
I was
Helen
gonna say it.
also 303. Remember that band?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they had that song where they were like, "Shush, girl, shut your lips,
Do the Helen Keller,
and
and
tug
tug
with
with
your
your
hips." And I was like, "That's so rude."
Yeah, it is rude.
Yeah.
It's a good line though, isn't it?
The whole song is so well written.
So well written.
I like the lyrics. That I'm a vegetarian and I ain't freaking
scared of him.
frickin'.
Is it freaking?
Well, just for the pod.
Just for the pod.
Yeah.
We can bleep.
Who's gonna bleep, Amy?
I'll do
Actually,
it.
isn't she ahead of
Yeah. I'll do it.
Okay, this one was for you.
And no swears for this one.
No swears.
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you find?
Can you find it?
I thought you said you respected and liked Helen Keller and her achievements.
I do.
But now you're like, did she do it? Did she have help flying a plane? That big dumb idiot?
That is what I said. And that is the depth of my voice.
Big dumb idiot.
Big Dumbo. Could you have vision? Could you fly a plane on your own?
Could I?
Yeah.
No, of course not.
Yeah, so she obviously had someone there helping her a little bit, but the fact that she even flew it is very
Is anything coming
impressive.
up on Google?
Yeah, so she did, but like the pilot was next to her, like, and her sign person was like signing instructions the whole time.
Yeah, but
Okay.
she still flew the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, okay, so I
Okay, wait,
have a-
hold on,
no,
hold
no,
on.
no, no, I have
Did
a friend
she or
who's
did
a-
she not?
I have
She
a-
did.
I have
Flew
a
it.
friend
She
who's
flew
a
it.
pilot, and he said that apparently like truly anyone can fly a plane.
But that doesn't take away from the fact that she flew the plane.
That a blind woman flew a plane while she's having it signed to her. She can't see what she's doing. Okay, yeah, but it's so cool that someone was alive when 2 moments in history happened.
I know, isn't it?
I don't think so.
Okay. what's
My
your
grandpa
top
was alive for
She
both
didn't
of
do
the
herself
World
fact.
Wars.
five? That's cool.
That's cooler.
Uh,
I think it's
I don't
cooler.
think it's cooler because I think that that's like a lot of people were. I feel like not.
Yeah,
A
and
lot of people, I'm
were
sure, were
same
alive
with
for
your
both
facts.
of those.
I know,
too.
but I feel like because it like the unless I'm thinking incorrectly in terms of years, I feel like those two wars weren't that far away from each other.
I think
Wasn't
one.
it like 20, 30 years?
Yeah, and then that one was. Oh, I guess that one was
Like
like 60 years.
63 years or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So that to me feels more like, whoa, that's crazy. That's like bookending your life in terms of your cognitive life.
Yeah.
That's what is so cool about it.
I mean,
to me.
it's just...
It's like when you're like 10 and you are first like becoming a person, this happens, and then when you're like old and like about to die, this happens. It's like, what?
But before they went to the moon, they went other places.
What?
Yeah, your mom's house.
Like it wasn't like it was like they went to the moon.
This is too serious. I had to...
They went to the moon, but before that they went to space.
Did they?
Yeah, they went into space. They
But
didn't
they didn't
land.
walk on.
They wouldn't
Space.
walk on.
They
Yeah,
didn't walk on space.
but like it's like the flight happened.
So you guys obviously don't think that it's a fake, right?
The moon landing? I think the footage is fake.
You think the footage is fake?
Yeah.
Would not be surprised if the footage was fake.
I believe
on
that
board
they
with
did
that.
it, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
footage is suspicious to me.
Can I hear your soft facts?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry,
What's
we spend a
yours?
lot of time on the moon and Helen Keller. And I'm happy we did.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
been fun.
Mine is okay. So like a lot of people say this isn't true, but I think it's true. You know how they say when you shave, you get like 2 hairs growing out of that hole,
The
Oh no, I've
follicle?
never heard that.
out of the follicle. Yeah, out of the hole.
Out of the hole.
What?
Imagine if... No, never
If
mind.
they were all holes?
No, a different grosser thought. Never mind.
Okay.
The hairs came out of your
Like, imagine
holes.
if pubic hair came out.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I know that's why I didn't want to say it.
It might like texturally feel nice for someone.
Oh, stop.
Okay, anyways.
braid it?
Ew.
I do think more hairs grow out. Like that
When
I've
you shave.
seen. Yeah, I've seen on my body parts where I've shaved and like 2 hairs have come out. I just think like people who have finer hair don't have that happen to them.
That happens to me, but I only wax.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
But-
you only wax everything?
Oh, no, not... But no, my, like...
We're talking legs too, hey?
We're talking body
All
hair.
body.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, like, no, my vagina.
Yeah.
That, I only wax that. And 2 hairs come out of them sometimes.
Yeah.
But,
But have you
but
ever
I shave my
shaved?
leg hair. Yeah, I shave my leg hair, and that doesn't really happen on my leg.
It doesn't happen on my legs either.
Oh,
But
it's
the
just
places
you.
where there's thicker hair, I get 2 hairs coming out.
Wait, hold on. Are you talking exclusively shaving or waxing as well?
I think it's more common with shaving.
Because I've always heard that thing. Like, Alice wouldn't let me shave my legs for the longest time, famously.
The
because
beast!
Because she was like, it'll grow back twice as
Thick.
I've never heard the 2 hairs, 1 follicle thing. But I do find with the shaving of the legs, that it grows back thicker.
Yeah.
For sure.
I just was really gaslit as a kid in high school. Like, all of my girlfriends were like, no, that's not true. That doesn't happen. And I was like, I mean, I literally am seeing it on my body.
I think that they were just B words.
B words?
B-words.
Bitches.
Oh. But I think maybe it genuinely didn't happen for them because they have, like, thinner hair than me.
I mean,
Like, thin, blonde, wavy hair.
I
Maybe
can
they're
see,
just liars.
I think
Maybe.
they're liars though, because like I have thin blonde wavy hair, and I think that just is a thing. I'm not saying that it would come back as thick,
Right.
but like I think that is a thing.
Okay, cool.
It's certainly a thing of the vagina.
Okay, cool. What's your soft fact?
My soft fact is that if you cut a worm in half,
Uh-huh.
that both halves can survive independently.
Yeah,
That's-
is that true?
Is that true?
It's true. It's true.
Is that
Oh,
true?
is it?
Yeah, because they're...
Is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to fish it with my dad, and you'd the amount of worms that way, kind of thing. You'd pick them, you couple would rip apart, you put them in the thing, they'd feed, they'd grow back. But it has to be in the right spot.
Yeah.
Like it kind of has to be in the middle, near that little.
The nub.
Mm.
Oh.
That's so interesting.
There was a little kid in my elementary school who used to dig up worms, and then he would just rip them and rip them and rip
was
them.
it you?
Yeah, it
I
was
would
me.
watch sometimes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
My
But yeah, it was
sister-
horrifying.
that's
That's such a-
crazy. I didn't actually know that. Yeah.
That's a great soft fact. I think.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My sister used to eat slugs
Ew.
in half.
What a
Split them in half.
weird family.
With her mouth?
Yeah. Or was that her or someone else? No, she used to do. Yeah. She used to eat or wood lice, and then my mom's
Wood
friend,
bugs. Wood bugs.
wood-
Like the roly
little,
polies, right?
the little tiny guys.
She would put them in her mouth and chop them in half.
Mhm.
Why?
Yeah. We don't have a lot of food in Ireland. I don't know if you've heard that.
No, but for real, why she wouldn't eat them?
No, she just like split them in half.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's fucking weird.
Oh, it's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
The heebie-jeebies.
So the wood lice,
Yeah.
for some reason, my family called them piggeens.
Piggeens?
Piggeens. So when you add "een" to a word in Ireland, it means small. So like you'd say girleen for like small girl, whatever. So that's Nikki. Girleen. Yeah. So they would call them piggeens. So that all my life I would call them piggeens. I go into high school and in science class they have the picture on the board, and my teacher was like, "Does anyone know what this is called?" And I'm like, "That's a piggeen."
Oh.
And everyone laughed at me. And I was like, "What?" And then they were like, even her, she was a bitch. And she was like, "It's wood lice." And I was like, "What?" Went home, I was like, "You assholes, what else is a lie?"
Oh.
We also call hot water bottles jars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you
but
said
that-
once. That's weird.
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
And
That's
fair point.
Because back in the old days,
Yeah.
hot water bottles were actually jars of like, they were like made of like ceramic.
Right,
and then you
right.
fill them with hot water, you'd
Yeah.
put them in your bed to warm them up.
I mean, it doesn't make sense that we call hot water bottles hot water
Why?
bottles because they're not bottles.
Yeah, they are.
they're, what? Well,
They're
'Cause they got
bags.
they're rubber bags
top.
with
Yeah, they're
screws on
bag.
them.
They're more a bag
Hot
than a
water bag.
bottle. You wouldn't call
Fill
it a
my hot water
Ziploc
bag.
bottle.
I think because of the screw top, though.
So anything with a screw top immediately becomes a bottle?
No, fair point.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna die on this hill.
Well, yeah, we call them jars.
Jars.
Yeah, and there's probably other things that I call weird words that are actually just my family.
I feel like you've told us a story where that's happened before.
Yeah, I
probably.
feel like there has been something else.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How old were you guys when you guys discovered Santa wasn't real?
Wait, what?
God, no. No, me?
Go back to
You
the.
know I love shit jokes. You've seen my stand-up.
I like the one that you did earlier.
That's very nice.
I like the one you did earlier about flying to your mom's house.
Thank you. I enjoy that.
That's what,
I have the humor of a 15-year-old boy.
that's why Alice loves you on the phone.
Because I'm nice and simple. I bring it back. Yeah, you guys are fighting, and I'm like, how about your mom's house?
I don't seem to remember that being like a thing. Like, I don't think Santa was ever real in our house.
Oh.
It was like a fun story.
Wait,
but I don't
what?
think it was
Did you
ever
not
real.
believe in Santa?
I don't think so, no.
No way.
But not in a bad way. I think it just wasn't really a thing.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like Santa brought these presents. You were like, your parents brought them.
I mean, I think we had Santa as like a fun story.
Yeah.
But it was always known that it was just like fun.
Yeah.
But like, as in like on Christmas morning, it wasn't like Santa's been here. It's been like your parents got
Not
you
as far
those
as I remember.
presents.
But also because
Amy's really upset about this. She's like, wait a minute, you believed that your parents went to the store, spent their money.
spent their hard-earned
What the
money.
way I'm saying is like, wait, hold on.
I did though have
It was Santa.
I did have like a little thing though, which was because obviously I was still a child and at school they talk about Santa and stuff. So I did have a thing where like I would write a little note to Santa every single year that was like, Santa, if you're real, please leave a snowflake necklace. It was a snowflake necklace. I was like, please leave a snowflake necklace under my bed, and then I'll know. And
Under my bed.
Yeah, like under like, and then because then I would wake up and look, and every year it wasn't there.
Well, I don't think
Then-
Santa goes into kids' rooms
Yeah, but
for legal reasons.
Well-
for legal reasons. But then one year Alice found the note and then she did it.
Aww.
Isn't that cute?
I love that she did
that's
that.
very
Oh, she's the
cute.
best person in the world.
I think I was like 11. I kind of knew.
11?
What was that a problem?
We
That
don't.
seems late, no?
We don't have the internet.
Okay.
Is that not appropriate?
I don't know, actually.
What age
what's
were you?
appropriate.
Yeah, what do you do?
Oh, you knew
I had a very unconventional Santa experience.
that story of when
Oh,
you were
yeah.
here. I love
When
that.
I
Will you
moved, when
tell
I
it?
immigrated
Yeah, yeah,
here, I didn't believe in Santa. And then my cousins did. And one morning they woke up and
One morning, Christmas
morning. I feel like I'm on stage. I've got to say, a few weeks ago. They woke up on Christmas morning and they were like so excited and they're looking around and like my uncle's eating the cookies or whatever, and then the video that we have from like our home videos is like them being so excited, then it just like pans to me and I just look like so mischievous, like holding in a laugh, and they're like, Santa came, and then it's just 3-year-old me being like, you guys are so silly. And I ruined Santa for them.
Do you have that video?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can
I
we
would
see it?
love
Yeah,
to
yeah,
see
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
I'll
love
show
that
you
story so
That's
much.
so fun.
But then like a few years later I started to believe in him again.
Oh.
And then I stopped.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So yeah, very on and off.
I believed in Santa, the Tooth Fairy, but the Easter or the Easter
Easter
bunny.
bunny.
Yeah, he was never a thing. I was like,
No.
a bunny that brings chocolate, okay.
Yeah.
that's
But a fairy that brings me money and a man that brings me presents, I'm on board.
yeah.
I found, I remember my mom said to me, was like, what do you want for Christmas this year? And I was like, you mean Santa, right? And she was like, and I was like, I'm only joking, I know.
I'm only joking.
I'm only joshing.
I think like I'd be kind of annoyed if like I don't know, it's like I bought these things for you.
Yeah, it's not teaching
Yeah.
your child the value of $1.
Yeah, exactly.
But
you
also
know?
it's fun.
It is
Nah,
fun. It's
I'm
like
not
part of
gonna
the
do it.
magic, I guess.
You're not going to do it?
Nah, hell no.
Wow. Didn't know you hated your children.
I
But
do.
there's a way to like make it magical. Like you can be like Santa like does stuff.
Mm.
Oh, he's doing
Sexy
stuff.
stuff.
But he's not the one bringing you gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fine. But I just don't want them to think that things just magically appear.
Yeah,
You gotta work for everything you get in this life.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. Ultimate softie.
Okay.
Nice.
Who do you want? Who's the
I'm
judge?
the
You're
judge.
the judge.
Thank God.
Who would you like to go first?
I don't know. I closed my eyes. Danielle.
Okay. For the people listening, I'm getting jaw surgery in a week, which is obviously very scary. And I'm a part of this jaw surgery support group on Facebook. And this girl, I mean, you guys know this, but this girl on the jaw surgery support group who had the same surgeon that I do and had surgery like a year ago.
Oh, she's the same surgeon? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
she's the same surgeon, which is great. She gave me all of her old jaw surgery supplies, which was probably saving me in the end about like $150 or $200. Like incredible. And she just also like when I started this whole process, she started messaging me and like giving me advice. So I've been talking to this girl for like a full year, and she's always just been so giving and like so kind and generous. And then I went to pick up my stuff from her in this coffee shop that she worked at, and she like gave me free coffee.
Oh,
and like
that's nice.
Yeah,
That's
and I
very
offered to
cute.
pay, and I offered to e-transfer her for the stuff, and she wouldn't let me. And she was just like sitting there with me, and she was like so present and like kind and just so like she was just so validating of every fear that I might be feeling. And she was just like, yeah, like we can just like sit here and chat for as long as you want, and like if you need anything afterwards, message me, like I'm here for whatever you need. And she gave me this really like warm, like loving hug, even though we don't even really know each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, the type of person that would do that for an absolute stranger, it's like just so kind.
She's Santa Claus.
She's Santa Claus,
But for
she's
jaw
real.
surgery.
But for jaw surgery, exactly.
What's her name?
Carmen.
Carmen.
Carmen, if you're listening, that would be weird, but thank you.
She sounds incredible.
She, like, honestly, it warmed my heart.
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of people around this surgery, including the two of you, have just warmed my heart so much. Just like the milk of human kindness, you know?
Why is
Ooh.
it milk?
Oh,
Why is it milk?
the milk of human. Is that a phrase?
Isn't it?
Yeah, because this is sponsored by
Dairy
Farmers.
farmers.
If somebody just listens to this episode, they'll be like, what the fuck? But yeah, just like so unbelievably kind.
Wow, okay,
And
that's
also-
a really good one.
Thank you. This is sort of separate to that, but like she had a very similar profile to me before she started, and now she looks incredible.
Unreal.
So hopefully that happens to me.
It
too.
will.
And then I'll be confident about my body and my face.
We all can't wait.
And then you'll just break my jaw again.
She's not going to be able to handle it. She's like, you're not relatable anymore.
Yeah, you're not gonna be relatable anymore.
Well, that's like, what if I'm not relatable on stage anymore?
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Quit
I'm going to have to
comedy.
break your face.
Break my face.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. What's your softie?
Okay, mine is like so stupid.
So stupid.
So stupid and random.
It's actually so quirky and weird of me. I'm such a weird girl.
I'm not like most girls.
Yeah.
It is just really stupid though. So okay, this happened ages ago, but I think about it often. But I used to live in North Vancouver with my mom in an apartment, and when we were growing up, there was like this really big storm that happened in like, I forget what year it was, maybe 2003 or something. And we didn't usually get big storms like that in Vancouver, and it caused like this huge leak in our apartment building. And the leak was coming along this like electrical.
I'm so curious as to where this is going.
Yeah, wow, okay.
We're getting there. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said, it's super weird. It was leaking on this like electrical thing, and then also leaking onto a Persian rug, which is very bad because those are very expensive. And anyways, and everything was just like amok. Like everything was really, really bad in the building, and we were calling the building manager and stuff, and he was like running. He was like this like Eastern European man who just was like so stressed out by everything. He was like getting so angry, and he's like, I'm doing my best, I don't know what to do, and like run into the building and just be getting so mad, and we're like, hey, like if you could just fix the leak. And he was like, I'm doing my best, and like was just so annoyed with us. And then my mom started to get really annoyed because like she just heard, anyways, we don't need to talk about that, but she just was like getting really frustrated with him, and they just both start yelling at each other and getting really, really mad at each other. And then he leaves, and then later he comes back, the leak is fixed, he fixed it from upstairs, and then he comes back, and then him and my mom are like having a heart to heart. And I can just hear him go, it's okay, I was nervous, you was nervous.
That's funny.
I
I was nervous, you was nervous.
Yeah. And now me and my mom, anytime we have like
love that.
any sort of like tiff or argument or whatever, we always end it with, I was nervous, you was nervous.
Oh, I
So
love
funny.
that.
I love that.
And I just think like, first of all, I feel like maybe this is a grand generalization, but for Eastern Europeans to be like emotionally in
Yeah.
tune was like a big deal.
Yeah.
And then I just think like how stressed he was, and then just to be like, okay, you know what, I was nervous, you was nervous.
Can we do that too?
I was nervous, you was
Yeah,
nervous.
I love that. Can we all do that?
Yeah,
please?
I love
good.
that so
That's
much.
so good.
I was nervous, you was
I was
nervous.
nervous, you was nervous.
Oh, so is he the
He's
ultimate?
he's the ultimate softie.
I feel like that's, sorry to get granular, but I feel like that's such a good way of grounding after a fight too, because
Yeah.
it's like, let's remind each other of something that we like love, that we
Yeah.
share.
Yeah.
I love that. That's
yeah,
great.
yeah, that's good. Oh, I love that man, but I'm gonna give it to Carmen. Yeah, that's
good, though.
really
That's
good.
good.
I feel like it's always quite difficult to
Yeah,
choose,
yeah.
but yeah, Carmen is
Yeah.
that's the kindness of strangers. Yeah, the
Yeah.
milk of strangers.
The milk of
The milk of
strangers.
human kindness.
Sorry,
Is that
yuck.
not a thing?
I've never heard it.
The milk of human kindness is disgusting
Yeah,
for
it
some reason.
Really flips my stomach.
Yeah. Can we just say the kindness of strangers?
Yeah, the kindness of strangers.
Yeah.
The milk of human kindness. She's certainly not overflowing with the milk of human kindness, is she? That's the
Oh,
phrase.
I don't like
that's
it.
Oh,
terrible.
it's from. Of course, this is a reference I would make. It's from Shakespeare.
Okay, that was wankier than me saying that I had a quirky.
I know that's the
nomination.
point, Nikki. I was doing a joke.
Big ol' wanker alert.
I am a big old winker.
Okay.
Okay, well that's the episode. Shout
That
out
was
to
number 10.
That was number 10.
Oh, Caper.
Caper also sat up.
High
Double
five
digits.
for tens.
10.
We did it.
Yeah.
Let's end the episode by counting down from 10.
Okay. 10,
9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blast off!
Blast off.
Whoa!
You guys should rehearse that.
Like and subscribe.